Yes, come in.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? So your parents tell me that you have been suffering from a severe case of senioritis.
Yeah, they think so, but I don't really agree with them.
Alright, well, we can start by looking at your report card. Your parents gave it to me. So I noticed recently your grades, well, you're usually a pretty good student. I see that you've kept a 3.5 average all 3 years of high school, but that's definitely started to drop as you approach your senior year. I can see you've got some 70s, a couple B's, which is okay, but some low 70s, and you have that one D. And the comments say little homework, little effort is shown, disruptive in class, just not completing assignments. So, I mean, that's just classic case senioritis. So why is that?
I just don't really care anymore about school. Like, my grades were good enough the first 3 years, so why should this year matter?
So you say that now, but colleges like to see an upward trend where maybe you start off with some bad grades, but then you work your way up as your school year goes on. Shows a hard work ethic going into college. They definitely do not like seeing this downward trend. And you say, oh, it doesn't affect that much, but then it's sort of the snowball effect where you start missing some homework assignments, it keeps piling on. You start not studying for some tests, that starts piling on as well. So how do you think this is going to affect your GPA?
I mean, I guess it'll bring it down a little bit, but probably not enough for colleges to not take me.
And what colleges are you looking into?
UMass Amherst is my number one choice.
And see, the GPA for UMass Amherst is right around about a 3.6, and you can tell from your grades you're heading towards about a 2.5 for this term. So like I said, the 3.5 average for each first 3 years, that's good. That shows a very strong effort. But the 2.5, if you factor, right now you say, oh, it doesn't matter that much. If you factor that in, that drops your overall GPA at the end of this year to 3.25, which leaves you basically no chance of getting into UMass Amherst. Whereas if you keep the 3.5 this year, maybe even add to it, then you have a very good shot of getting into that school.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I really never thought about it like that. Maybe I should start putting in a little more effort this year.
In order to work on this problem, I have this agenda book for you. And see, right here. So what I want you to do is I want you to take that agenda book in every class you have for the next week until we meet again. I want you to write down every homework assignment you get in that class, whether it be a quiz, to study for a quiz, to study for a test, or just to complete a homework assignment. And what I want you to do is next to each assignment, write the percentage that grade factors into that assignment factors into your grade. So say you get a homework sheet in social studies, and at the beginning of the year, all teachers have to hand out a sheet that says their grading policy. So say homework's a 15% chunk of your grade. I want you to put that next to each assignment, so that way every time you look at it, you know how much that's affecting your grade. So you have to complete each thing accordingly. You get a quiz, counts as 25% of your grade, look at that, and then make sure you have to study because it's a major part of your grade.
Alright, I'll definitely be doing that so I can work on my grades this year and maybe get into UMass.
Yep, come in.
Hello again.
Hey. So I noticed you have your agenda book. How's that been working with you?
It's actually been helping a lot. I've noticed an increase in most of my grades, and you've helped me realize that how much my senior year can impact my GPA and affect what college I get into.
That's good. Good to hear. Can I take a look at it, please?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so 3 out of 4 homework assignments, that's not bad. You still did miss that one, and I mean, that's an improvement. That's still improvement than doing little, but let's try next week. Let's go for every single one, right?
Okay.
And I noticed you said you studied for the algebra test and the English quiz. That's good. 88 and 92, those are good grades.
Yep.
This is all you have to do right here. Just look at the percentage, see how it affects your grades, and then get some motivation to get back into the swing of things. It's not too late to get that GPA back up again. Be capable of it.
Alright.
Thank you very much for your help.
Yeah, no problem.
I look forward to letting you know if I get into my school or not.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yes, come in.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Eric.
So, why are you here today?
My parents are concerned about my grades my senior year. They say that I might have senioritis.
Yeah, that's pretty common. So explain to me the senioritis. What seems to be the problem?
Well, yeah, like my first 3 years of high school, I did really well. I had a 3.5, but this year it's been the first term and I haven't really tried much because I just don't care. So I have like a 2.5.
So how come you feel like you don't care as much?
I don't really think colleges are gonna care that much about my grades anymore because I've already done good for 3 years. So I don't think it'll impact
Yeah,
that much.
I can definitely understand where you're coming from. That's definitely a hard situation to be, but basically I think all you gotta think about is the potential you have. The first 3 years you managed to maintain a 3.5 GPA, which is incredible. Not many students do that. You've shown you've been at the top of your class for 3 years. That's fantastic, but this last year, it still counts as a fourth of your entire grade. It's not like something you can just shrug off. You obviously have the potential, you can obviously do it. You've proved that you can do it in the last 3 years, but I think if you just step up, do it now, you can increase that GPA just a little bit longer and then get into some of those schools that you didn't think you could get into at first. You can really push yourself and get to the top.
Yeah, I guess you're right because UMass Amherst is the school I really want to get into. So I need a 3.6 for that, so I would probably need to try a lot harder if I want to get in there. Because I don't think a 2.5 my senior year will cut it.
No, it definitely won't, and it probably won't cut it for someone like with your ability either. Like you can't let yourself do that. You have so much talent. Like why let it waste for 1 year just by being lazy? I mean, you can clearly achieve what you want to do in life, so you should definitely do that.
I guess now that I think about it, I definitely do have the capability to achieve much higher grades this year. Maybe if I try hard enough, I could get into UMass Amherst.
Okay, so I'm glad you've come to your own conclusion and sort of seeing the way I've been looking at you, understanding your potential and understanding what you can do. So what I want you to do for this whole week, this next week, before our next appointment, I want every time you find yourself in a situation where you want to act lazy or not do your work, I want you to think about the potential you do have that we've talked about, the potential you have in your capabilities, and I want you to achieve the success and come in.
Hello.
Hey Eric, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
So how's the new technique been working?
It actually helped me out a lot this week. I didn't miss a single homework assignment, and I had 2 tests, and I got a 95 out of 96.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
So I'm glad you see your own potential here. If you keep this up, you'll find yourself achieving goals you never thought you could. That's awesome. You're heading in the right direction.
Thank you very much. I appreciate all the help you
Yeah,
gave me.
it was all you. Congrats.
Thanks.